around?
She was one of the two girlfriends that was in the interview with Gayle King. So yeah, Joycelyn's the light-skinned one.
Okay. Anywho, this girl is she's got a book coming out called Love and Joy of Robert. So not a cult at all. Just a perfectly natural title for a book. She's expecting her first child, which implies there might be more, with R. Kelly, who is in prison. It's an 11-chapter tell-all book. Says she found out the news the day after he was sentenced to 30 years. And this isn't a guy who's, I don't think anybody thinks they're going to get rich off having R. Kelly's kid, by the way. This isn't 1990. He sent her an engagement ring after his sentencing. And so she's talking all about it. She thought she had gotten COVID when her body started to hurt and she started to feel nauseated. It turned out she's pregnant. He's been behind bars since 2019, since getting arrested. He had money to get out. So, she's out there. And she's going to tell her story for people who care. He said he wouldn't allow her to use his photos in her book, but he said it was okay to put the ultrasound photos in there. Who the hell wants to see that? I don't know who this book is for, because the perspective of her book is, his image has been, she says, tampered by the media. She was 19 when she met him and has stayed with him ever since. That's 7 long years by my math. So there you go. He's got another one on the way. I don't know how many kids he has, but he's got another one on the way. By the way, people who were texting me in the break about mustard with the Lake County captains are asking me to put an asterisk on that win. Because out of the captain's game, they raced tacos.
Not hot dogs.
He ran into one of the tacos, and she sprained her ankle and had to be helped off the field. This guy's out there crashing into tacos. He's like,
hey, give him something to taco about.
Bill Squire and the funny stuff.
Don't even plug
September 2nd and 3rd, BillSquire.com for tickets.
He's out there, the Lake County captain's going, this is how we do it at Progressive Field.
They are pretty
No one's counting
physical.
that towards his overall record, but he did win. Like, nobody count when you go down to the minors. They don't count that towards your major league home run record,
right,
or stats. But so he's coming back. He's got his confidence back, and I think he's going to shock the world.
Now, let me throw this out at you too. You know, the Lake County captains are also in first place. So could it be that Mustard is, now go with me, possessed of a mystical amulet?
I don't know. Ask Ouija board.
You can
ask what? Ask our Ouija board.
Get the Ouija board out and ask it.
Listen, dude, don't tell me what to do, first of all.
Don't tell her what
Please?
to do. Mary, get the Ouija board out.
No, I will not touch that.
Oh, come
You
on.
still won't touch it?
I don't want to.
Don't be a baby.
Thank you, though. I have a new house, and I want to bring any spirits home with me. I don't think my
They're
boyfriend
already
would like
Give
that.
me a break. He's laughing at you just like everybody else is. New spirits.
If
Does he
I
look like a
came
guy who...
home to his beautiful, pristine house with spirits attached to me, I don't think he would not be happy.
Spirit would go very good
Why you bugging?
with the rustic aesthetic that he has going on.
Yes. You don't
It
think spirits
needs a
want to
ghost.
live, laugh, and love? Hey, they really want to live.
They do gather.
Yes, they
That's
do.
true.
They're trying to live that lake life.
Spirits be gathering.
So you don't want to consult the Ouija board?
No. You can. You
I
brought
will.
it in here. It's
Yes,
right there.
I will. Just wait till we have that street side window tomorrow. We're going to open the run of new shows with Ouija demonstrations. Anybody can walk up to that window
And ask
they
a
can
question.
ask a question.
That'll be Cody will be our man on the street with a little whiteboard.
No.
to
They'll
write the
have little.
question.
I'll have a little suction cup thing out there with index cards.
Oh, okay.
And they can write what would you like to ask the Ouija board, and then you can just put it up there, and then we'll ask the Ouija board.
No way, man.
Mary will ask the Ouija board.
Mary's not doing anything.
She'll do it verbally.
What, are you
so you don't have to
scared?
touch anything.
Yes.
Aw, it's adorable.
Scared of the Hasbro.
Why you bugging?
Hasbro Brothers. Where's the bro and Hasbro Brothers?
I don't think they're the Has brothers.
I know.
brother.
They might be the Has
You're
brothers.
thinking of Parker's bro. Yeah. R. Kelly's conjugal visit. Does he get those? I would think the things that you've been charged with, maybe they're not so keen on conjugal visits when you're R. Kelly.
I'll tell you another reason I hate masks. Most child molesters love them.
That's right, old lady.
People are crazy. People are crazy.
You think so?
What makes
Like
you say
this.
that?
Life is so weird. You never just sit back and think about, like,
It's great.
there's people, that woman believes that with everything
Yes.
in her heart.
Yes.
She thinks that anyone who wears a mask is a child.
Well, I don't know if she
No,
believes
she
that.
does
She
that.
believes that child molesters love them.
That's okay.
That's right.
Right, but still,
And I bet
that
she
probably makes her wary of anyone in a mask.
correct. But she also might not be wrong. I bet child molesters enjoyed having facial coverings.
So you couldn't
A
tell.
lot of people loved having facial coverings who were up to no good.
I guess. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, that's a crazy way to live your life. Not the child molester, that lady. To just be, she always talks about, fear or whatever. You're living in a state of fear of everyone in a mask. 'cause
I
you're
won't
afraid.
live in fear, says
Right.
the guy who takes an AR to Walmart. Right. I understand.
I'll tell you another reason I hate masks. Most child molesters love them.
Now, I don't know anything about that woman beyond that clip.
Me either.
Maybe she has done extensive research into the pedophile community.
I don't know. Maybe. Sounds like she has the internet.
I mean, she also sounds old, which
That's what I mean.
means
She's got a lot of time on her hands.
she's done her own research. Maybe she's a medical professional and she has committed her life and career to the study of the pedophile.
Could be. She's like a Clarice from Hannibal Lecter. Mm-hmm. What's her job? Where she interviews
She's an
psychos.
FBI profiler.
Profiler.
Yeah.
Maybe she profiles pedophiles.
She's a pedophiler.
Protofiler.
Protofiler.
And that's a conclusion she came to.
Other people are crazy. There's a guy in Denver who caught his neighbor pooping on his lawn. Guy in Denver got a Ring camera or whatever, and he sees his neighbor pooping on his lawn. Not the neighbor's lawn, his own. There's this app that some people are on called Nextdoor. It's basically like, all the people in your neighborhood are on this app. Like my ex-wife's on it. So you can somehow put an alert out to people in your neighborhood. I want nothing to do with it. I couldn't care less what's going on with it, right? It seems to be just rife for, nosy
Just
Nancy's and
Nancy's,
whatever.
yeah.
So this guy is pretty sure it's retaliation because he had called out his neighbor as one of the people who didn't curb their dog. And so this guy decided, call me out, will you? I will poop on your lawn. Now, again, I don't know how that proves your point. Just pick up your dog's poop. But also, the people who feel compelled to send a message out, people aren't picking up their dog's poop. Like, I understand that too. It's a nuisance. But you could go and pick up the poop off of your own lawn and...
But you didn't have a dog, so you don't have to do that.
I don't know that this guy doesn't have a dog.
I mean, I think that would be what would be so annoying about it, because if you do have a dog, you're out there pooper scooping anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
A man was walking his dog, comes up here and pulls his shorts down and defecated on our property. I think it's probably retaliation. I just like to think that most people are going to be courteous and respectful and responsible pet owners and clean up after them. But when these kinds of things happen, you end up on the news.
You know, I don't know if you've seen the story. Wanda Sykes has taken some heat because she's going to be hosting a show called Ring Nation, which is basically, a lot of people are taking umbrage with this because it's Amazon doing a reality show, not a reality show. It's like America's Funniest Videos, but now based off surveillance video from people's Ring cameras. And some people have an issue with that because it's, I don't know, are we marching toward, we're already fully surveilled in this country. I don't know, and most of it is,
It's like,
we're completely complicit in it too. I mean,
and it's silly videos, right? Like,
I don't imagine they're going to have the guy who poops on his neighbor's lawn. It's probably going to be like, look at this dog,
People slipping on the ice,
or whatever.
stuff like
yeah.
that.
And Wanda Sykes wants to work. She's an entertainer. The series will launch on September the 26th. Ring Nation. Neighbor saving neighbors, marriage proposals, silly animals.
Oh.
But a lot of people are saying, oh, this is just one more move on the part of Amazon, because they own MGM TV, to take over everything else.
I mean, they understand that this is what every corporation's doing, right? Like that's
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
If they own a property, they will exploit it or they will maximize it however they possibly can. I mean, the guy who created the Ring camera company went on Shark Tank years ago. I don't know if he had any takers at the time. He ended up getting bought by Jeff Bezos. So the guy made a lot of money.
So that's a part of Amazon now? The Ring
The
camera?
Ring is, yeah. That's why when you go on Amazon, if you want to buy like security cameras, it's all Ring. It's, yeah, that's their thing. There is a guy hacked one of those, we were talking about
So
that
many
guy.
hackers.
Well, we were talking about that guy out in Mogador. Am I pronouncing it
Yes.
correctly?
You are.
You got it.
Mogador, who was mailing poop to members of Congress. Some 77-year-old dude with a lot of time on his hands and probably no small amount of poop on them as well. But I mentioned in passing that why didn't he just go to one of these websites that let you mail poop to people? And one of those websites got hacked. You would think that would not be a crowded field, that there wouldn't be a lot of competition for poop delivery joke sites, but there's more than one. And you can send them anonymously. There's one called S-Word for Poop Express.
Oh.
Express. I don't want this to get there next week.
I need it there immediately.
Immediately. This has got to be, right. Can let you send poop to people along with a personalized message. The website was hacked. And the guy doing it said he was surprised at how few people were on there. He goes, there were only 29,000 orders. So to him,
That seems like a lot.
that seems like a lot.
That's a lot of poop to send.
Well, because I think these hackers are like, I've got data on 7 million people. So when you go to the poop site, you go, oh, to him, 29,000 is nothing. But that means 29,000 people ordered poop to be sent to another person.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
I'm in the poop business.
I'm in
Dude.
the poo business.
Imagine that.
Fortunately, we are supply chain proof. Supply chain will not bother us one bit.
What am I doing over here? Putting up TikToks
Yeah.
and reels
Yes.
of stand-up comedy.
What are we doing busting our
Why
ass?
are we here when we could have 29,000
We could be squeezing links into a box.
for 30,000 people?
This
Why
is
do you
where
do that?
this is where you graduate from foot pics
to poop.
to something.
Poop packages.
I just feel so exploited. They
Now-
just want me for my poop.
What they say is that you first there's a 4-step process. You choose an animal because it has to be animal, I guess. Right? You choose an animal. They offer pig and horse and, then you give them an address. Then you customize your package with a smiley sticker or something. This is very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Nobody is sending this like as a joke. They're sending it as like, you're my congressman and I hate your guts and whatever.
Well, some of them, of 29,000, I bet at least 5,000 are like, haha, happy birthday.
I'm sure there's some bros in there.
Yeah.
Parker or otherwise. Or has bros. Yeah, there's probably some has bros.
Dude, don't make me laugh. My abs hurt.
But there are, the S-Word for Poop Express was hacked by a guy who wanted to send a box of poop to another guy in cybersecurity, and he just went there to peek around. I don't think he was releasing information or whatever, but, you talk about a data dump.
Nah.
Am I right, Bill? A data dump.
Like poop.
Like poop.
And
Hey, but Mary said don't make her laugh because her abs hurt. Sorry, Mary.
it's okay.
Why do your abs hurt?
Went to a children's event yesterday at a gym.
There is no children's event that's so funny that your abs would hurt from laughing. I've been to multiple. What?
My boyfriend's daughter's in gymnastics. And they had like an open gym appreciation day before you go back to school. So they had inflatables and you could play on all the stuff. And
you know that you are not in gymnastics, right?
I was.
You were in cheerleading.
I was fully the
You were
mom.
having men throw you up in the air.
I was fully the mom showing up like, I used to cheer. And no one cared. My boyfriend started, I was like, watch me do a flip. And I did. And she was like, cool. And like ran away with her friends.
Cool story.
Nice.
I'm here with a bunch of 6-year-olds.
Yeah. They had this rope net that was so hard to climb. It was literally, it's just like, I put a video on my Instagram story. It's just a big square net with little squares inside of it. But it was one of the most difficult things I've tried to do in the last 5 years, as far as athletics go.
Because it won't stay still.
And dude,
it just sways to and fro.
To balance yourself, I couldn't.
This is called basic training. Yes.
I couldn't pull myself upright. I was at a 45-degree angle the entire time because I was so weak. My boyfriend's sitting there, and in the video, he looks at me and he goes, "This is a children's event. I'm so proud of you, babe. You look great."
Was he doing it alongside you?
Yes, he was. He was
okay.
making fun of me, but he did he's 6'1", and the child's warp wall took him 2 steps, and he touched the top of it.
So what was your problem? You used to be a cheerleader.
What do you mean?
How did he best you?
Because he's a foot taller than me.
So what?
So it takes less climbing.
Right, but you didn't make it sound like it took you longer to do it. You sound like it was very hard for you to do it. So it's not a speed issue.
No, but
it was a dexterity.
Longer.
What the hell does that have to do? He could
he can get to the top faster.
But he could get gassed out too. You're saying you got gassed out.
Yeah, I'm shorter and more stout. There's more of me to lug around.
I'm saying getting gassed out doesn't have much to do with your height.
I'm saying it's easier for him because he's taller.
I know you're saying that
because he's lanky.
It makes me feel better.
And I think also the trick.
This could not have made you feel good after the "don't get fat or we're broken up" conversation.
I was not athletic at all.
Oh man!
I landed 2 back tucks though, and my whole
into the pit of foam. Is that what they?
No, on the ground. My whole body hurts today. My legs, my abs, my arms, my shoulders, my neck. Like every part of my body is sore.
Huh?
Well, you're in your mid-30s now.
I'm 32.
Mid-30s.
That's mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
When does mid start?
30.
33. No, 34, 5, and 6.
So you're in your pre-mid-30s.
I'm in my early 30s.
You sure you're 32?
I'm positive. I turned 33 in November.
How old's your boyfriend?
35.
He's got years on you,
He'll
and
be
he
36
zips
next
to
month.
the top.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a good-looking 35-year-old. I didn't think he was
Every
35.
time we bring up your boyfriend, Poundcake is
just wants to talk
compelled
about how hot
to
he is.
mention
He is
how hot
hot.
he is.
Because I didn't know he was 35. I thought he was like. I
What
thought
does
he was
that have
younger
to
than
do
you.
with anything?
You thought he was younger than me with a 6-year-old? I guess
Yeah,
you can be.
that don't
This
mean
is
anything.
Ohio.
You can be 20 with
Yeah,
a
there's
6-year-old.
18-year-olds with 6-year-olds.
That means 0.
Your younger sister has a 10-year-old. Remember that?
Which I saw over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see?
Oh, yeah. You guys are out.
Smash.
Cody was out with my, as Alan says, foxy sister. I
Now, which one
messaged
is
you,
that?
The younger one. They were both at
I think
Twist.
they're both foxy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both hot. They posted a picture, and I texted both of them. I was like, you both need to go to bed. Both of you are up to no good at 1 a.m. at the gay club. You need to get out of there.
I was in rare form on Saturday. I think all the feelings, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the last month of my 20s. People were just buying me shots. Mixing all tequila, Fireball, White
You
Claw.
haven't done that kind of party in a long time.
He posted the picture with my sister at 1:30 in the morning.
Was that a wink?
I know.
Was that what?
Whoa, did you just try to wink at me?
No.
I know her
Some in his eye,
drunk
though.
face, and I was like, oh, she's 3 sheets. Like, she's gone. And if Cody's in any kind of a similar state, these two are about to get arrested.
I was getting
He's
ready
not
to
partying.
leave. Yeah, I was getting ready to leave because I was like, oh my gosh, this is not the same Twist I recognize. Everyone's young. Like, everyone's really young and they don't know me. They're not paying me any attention. I was like, I can't stand for this. So I grabbed my last White Claw and I drank it and left. And then I saw some people that I knew from Akron on the way out, and they're like, where are you going? I said, no one's even acknowledging my existence anymore. I was like,
What
I
were you
can't be
wearing?
here.
Were you wearing like a cute outfit?
Yeah, I was wearing a cute outfit. I was sitting at a table by myself, and then they saw me.
Cody.
And then they were like, wait a minute. No, they're like, just
Did you go
chill
by
with us.
yourself?
I went by myself.
I'm proud of you.
I went by
for
myself
you.
because I this is the last month of my 20s, and I went on like a bender.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
bender.
screw losing weight. I had to have probably about 4 drinks in 1 hour, which is very rare for
Any
me.
of them purchased for you?
All of them were purchased for me.
Hey, this guy, he was
Right?
sipping seductively back in the corner.
I told Russ, who runs it.
Look how quickly it goes for him. Screw being skinny. That's all it takes.
No, I didn't say screw being skinny just for that night.
Yeah, forget the diet while I get drunk. You know how it goes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So you didn't go with Mary's sister. You ran into her there.
Her fiance runs the bar.
I see.
And he came in clutch for me because there were some people that I ran into that just made out with me that I must have slept with back in the day. And I was like, someone just made out with me and I don't remember his name, but I know I slept with him because I remember his face. I just don't remember his name. And then as I make out with him, my phone goes off and it's Russ. And he's like, he told me the guy's name. I was like, oh, thank God.
He sees your throat down his guy's in your mouth, and he texts him like,
he was
"Hey,
outside.
it's Tom."
Yeah, he was outside. He told me. I was like, oh, thank God for him.
He's such a good dude. That is the embodiment of who my brother-in-law is. Like, he's got your back no matter what.
Because I was like, I don't remember. I was like, does that make me a hoe?
That's so funny. Yes, that makes you a hoe.
Yes, it does. I got to take a break. I'll have Streetlight Manifesto. Remember them? They're coming to do a show at the Agora on November the 20th. So if you're a fan, I'll have a couple tickets for you coming back. 35192 and a text for anything. You can watch at alancoxshow.com, and we'll be back.
This is the Alan Cox Show.